Here are 10 things I wish I knew sooner about SpaceCraft. This is a guide with important tips how to play thoroughly. First of all, it's really important that you're exploring, especially early on, but also in the mid-game, a lot of planets and systems. Like this, you can ensure to find planets with a lot of really valuable resources, and you also can find shipwrecks and restricted zones, thus get a good overview about which materials are in which zones, so you can make also a good plan throughout the game. On restricted zones and also shipwrecks, you can find very valuable loot, which has also patches and blueprints, which are enhancing your progression and your ship by a lot. The further away you're from the starting zone, the more valuable loot you will gain. That means operating here on the complete right side is really valuable for us, because there is all the really good loot. Running multiple lasers or radars can be really valuable, guys. The reason for this is pretty simple. You can stack on each of them the patches to get, for example, over 250% increased output or also a max range of 18 plus on the radar. The same you also can do, for example, with the engine, where you can also stack the patches to get a better fuel efficiency. And like this, you can just explore the planets a lot easier and also mine a lot more material per node. This enhances a lot your mining, and then you can also easier make big production chains in the game. On top, you should have always the first priority to upgrade your ship to make this better, because this will enhance your mining speed in addition. Then you should on top build also a big basis where you're running assemblers and later factories, because here you will then build the parts which you can't do on your own in the workshops. And if you enjoyed the video, subscribe now to learn more about SpaceCraft. If you also want to enhance your technology level by a lot, then you should also abandon bases and remake them, because every time you actually abandon and remake a base, you reset completely the technology experience. And the first 200 XP on every base is getting a major boost so that you can farm this a lot faster. Further, it has a big advantage to make in one sector also multiple bases. Then you can go to the bus travel in these stations. And here you can basically travel for nearly no money between the stations, which is really important to exchange tons of materials in between bases, because you can carry as many material as you want like this with you. One thing you should avoid doing is shuttles. They're really bad on long distances because they're just way too slow. And even on short distances, you should just use the bus travel instead of making these guys, because they are kinda expensive and are kinda really bad value. Something which is really big value are the beacons. You can make them kinda easily, and then you can place them on planets, and then you can have here a marker basically and find easily the valuable spots where you wanna mine. I, for example, use this here on this sector, that we can easily find the planet where I have a lot of quartz to farm quartz if I need it. Also, corpo quests are really important, guys. First of all, you can farm a corpo headquarter solo or as a team, both pretty easily, which gives you an additional base, and then you can enhance your gameplay like this. On the corpo permits, you also can get even more bases if you want, which are having then a bit of an upkeep to pay. On top of all of this, you also can farm just tons of money, also solo guys, by making just quests, and they give you like 30k, which is way more than the 1000 you could get usually with the company, and also better than the trade nexus at all. So this is one major part how you can farm really hundred thousands of credits and easily unlock afterwards all the stuff you want out of the permits. On top, the trade nexus aka market is also really valuable. A lot of people on mostly all servers are selling actually a lot of trash in here, but there also are some gems. You should especially look like for patches for the lasers or the radar, because for example the laser patch 2, which gives you plus 50% increased output, which is pretty good, is getting sold here for only 2,000 to 3,000 credits, which is like basically a gift to you, so you can get this here for free kinda, and then enhance your ship with these valuable patches. On top, there are 3 really good websites which you can use to plan out also your game plans better. All 3 are linked in the description, guys. You basically have here programs where you can either get a resource database where to find things, a material calculator where you can see if you want to build something what you need, a base builder, and also a ship builder where you can easily plan out which materials you need to build certain kind of ships. And if you're losing your ship, guys, or it's getting stuck somewhere, you can just go to the station shipyard and use here the retrieve ship function, where you can then select your ship to kind of save it and drag it towards this position, so you can easily get it. And if you enjoyed the video, check out my SpaceCraft playlist for more guides and builds.